Good morning, or in Nyanja, Moka Bueno. I'm going to talk to you briefly about my calling to Zambia, my response, and how God used my talents to serve as orphans. In December 2009, I attended a global missions conference called Urbana in St. Louis. I came asking God where He wanted me, and God grabbed my attention towards orphans in Zambia using the people I met, the circumstances I wound up in, and through prayer. God has no shortage of ways He can speak to us. He confirmed my convictions through things as crazy as sitting a girl next to me on the flight home from the conference who had spent time in Zambia working for orphans, as well as providing the funds needed for me to fly and live in Zambia for 2 months. Africa was the last place I wanted to be before Urbana. My heart was hard for the continent, as I saw so many young Christians yearn to go there and come back with fun stories and nice Facebook pictures. Most of what I saw about African orphans were commercials where I had just learned to change the channel. I told God that I had wanted to go somewhere other people wouldn't go for missions, where it wasn't a pat-on-the-back type of trip. In responding to God's irony of sending me there anyways, I learned a lot. I was judging my peers and their hearts on the mission field. I was also underestimating what God could teach me in Zambia. Going to Zambia didn't mean that I had all the answers, or that I'd become a good enough Christian to become a missionary. God called broken Ben to go, just as He often called broken sinners to become prophets and missionaries in the Scriptures. Jonah was called to warn Nineveh of its sin, even though God knew he would run away. Saul, a killer of Christians, was called to pave the path for Gentiles to know the Son of God, Jesus Christ. On my 2-month mission trip to Zambia with the organization Every Orphan's Hope, God used ordinary talent that He had given me and developed in me since birth. First and foremost, I have time to offer, whether I believe that or not. God gave me 2 more months of my life, and I decided to use them for Him. He also used my love for children as well as my love for different languages and cultures. Learning their local dialect was a way of respecting them and building relationships. I was also able to use musical talent God had given me to participate in and sometimes lead worship for different events. I saw God working in others, such as sending a building contractor to Zambia to build orphan homes. Above all talents, however, is just a willingness to go. If you're willing to follow God blindly, the way that Abram followed God to the land that was unknown in Genesis chapter 12, there's no telling where God might lead and the blessings that come with it. I had no idea what to expect setting foot in Zambia on June 21st and left August 15th a completely different person. I want to stress that some of us may be called to go to the mission field. Of course, missionaries need funding, but God may be calling you to go. If you feel that call, seek God's counseling and pray about it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to say yes. Zikomo Kwambidi, thank you very much.